Hello to all you parents out there, JP Mitchell back again. Sorry, I decided to restart the video. I kind of messed up my words there for a minute. So, let's start from the beginning again. So, my story officially starts in 2003, 2004, when I was 4 years old. I had no play skills with other kids. I had no language, no eye contact, no communication, no social interaction. I couldn't order in a restaurant. I couldn't speak to people. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that with other people. If someone was to come up to me and try to have a conversation with me or say hello, I'd turn away. I would turn away. I would not look at that person. I would look right through them. So, excuse me. So my story with autism was emotional. It was sad. It was very it was nerve-wracking because Mitch and Peggy, my parents, didn't know what autism was. They knew of autism, but they didn't know about autism. So before I turned 4, I didn't have any, I had no words before I turned 4. Like, all my words were gone. I was not in my parents' world anymore. I was in the world of autism. The world of autism found me. I didn't need to go looking for the world of autism. It came to me. So, throughout my childhood with autism, I would just scream, cry, temper tantrum. I would do this, I would do that. And I was not a normal, typical developing child at all. Because my friends were neurotypical. That means they were speaking, talking, but I was kind of the outcast one, where I would not talk to anybody. I would not talk to anyone. And because I was autistic back then, I was an easier target for bullying because the friends who I thought were my friends in school turned out to be bullies. Like, they would bully me, call me names like idiot, loser, moron. And did I understand those words? No. No, I didn't. Because when I was lost in my own world, I didn't know what idiot was. I didn't know what that word meant. I didn't know what any of those words were, because I didn't have the skills back then to know what words were until we got the therapy rolling when I was 4, which is ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis, which is based on changing my challenging behaviors and turning them into behaviors that are more appropriate, like requesting. And I no longer had a temper tantrum to get it. So my challenging behaviors dropped. So if I wanted to get something, I no longer had a temper tantrum to get what I wanted. So that was good. So the therapist taught me how to walk, how to speak, and how to help me with my brain function and development, where my brain was more asleep, and then later it would be more awake and more focused and more aware of what was going on. So all that therapy leads into 2009, when I was approximately 11 years old around this time, which is really young. I know that's very young. However, this is around the time I officially met the diagnostic criteria for the diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder. And I took that diagnosis with me around Journey Middle School, and my occupational therapist followed me everywhere. He did interviews with my teachers and all that. Did interviews with my EAs and all that stuff, and said, well, this is the history that JP Mitchell has. He has autism. He's autistic. He has the diagnosis and the symptoms to prove it. So he's going to need some extra help in school. And we also got me respite, which is good. Louise took care of me. Maggie Curtis, who is another respite worker, she took care of me, obviously. Sokla took care of me. So I had a lot of respite from my childhood with autism, which was good, so I didn't wander off. And so once I got finished Journey Middle School, I was talking to my EAs, And then I go into EMCS, Edward Milne Community School. Now I'm talking in full sentences. I'm doing PE, I'm playing football in PE. Touchdown! Nah! So I'm in life skills class, I'm in textiles, I'm in wood shop. I became cool like my peers again, and then my autism was gone. I was no longer autistic when I was 17. The signs were not there, the characteristics were not there. And by the time I hit age 20, that's when I no longer met the diagnostic criteria for the autism spectrum disorder, for an autism spectrum disorder anymore. Cleaned up my details by myself. And here I am at the age of 24, a Mitchell on a mission. Hey! Prepared to take on this world of autism, and just seeing all more kids being autistic really breaks my Mitchell heart. It really hurts me to see these kids suffering. And that's why I'm doing these videos, to inquire parents with autistic children and to give them hope. My hope is that these parents will seek out an evaluation of a therapy and become aware of its benefits, and to see if their child might recover as I have. There's no question in my mind that ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis, and my mother, Mitch and Peggy, never given up on me, allowed me to recover from autism completely. Mitch, you allowed me to lose my diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder. I love you and appreciate you for that. I wouldn't have made it for this whole autism recovery process if not for you, Mitch. You're the most beautiful man I could have ever worked with on that. You're my father, you're my best friend, you're my family. I love you so much. Peggy, you were a huge inspiration on the Mitchell family. I love you. Wherever you are, I hope you're watching this video from up there in heaven. I hope that you're proud of me, because I know you are. And I love how I go from this little boy who's autistic and going for the before footage when I was autistic. It's seeing me after, where I'm fully recovered. I'm ordering in restaurants. I'm eating by myself now. I'm talking to people. I'm social interaction. I'm schmoozing with the ladies, cause I did that in EMCS too. You know, I did that in MML. So I'm just really proud of myself, and I just love the way I turned out. I love the way my journey came full circle. I love the way that all the therapies led up to my recovery. And again, thank you to the Ministry of Children and Family Development for helping me with my recovery. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Sunny Hill, thank you for getting me an EA at EMCS and in Journey Middle School. You guys are the best. You guys are awesome. I love you and appreciate you for what you're doing. And this is the most important message for you parents out there who have children with autism. You need an early diagnosis to get therapy and to get funding. You need the GAPS diet, which is a diet that is proven to work, and it does work. You need methyl B12 injection shots. You need to get the ball rolling. You need to not wait and hope, because nothing happens that way. Not every single child can recover. Every single one of them is different. But I believe that the sooner the child is treated with behavioral therapy, the better their chances. The earlier, the sooner, the better. The longer you wait, that gap's going to be 5 years, and it's going to be 3 years, and then 6 years, and then 10 years. And then the gap's just going to grow. So if you get on it early and sooner, then your child has a better chance of recovering from autism and going on to lead a normal, functional, independent life, like what I did. Because I went from autistic to leading a normal, functional, independent lifestyle, where I have friends, I have girlfriends, I talk to people, I interact, I socialize, I communicate. I tell Mitch every single day that I love him. You know, none of these things I would have been able to do back when I was autistic, because I didn't know what anything was. I didn't know what a gun was. I didn't know how to run away from bullies. I couldn't fight back. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. So that was all autism. So let's get this video going. And I hope all you parents love it, enjoy it, send some more video views on my Perfect Autism Recovery video. I would greatly appreciate that. Go to my YouTube account at John Patrick, see some of my videos, leave some comments, leave some views on all of them, and just see what you think of each one. Which of my videos is going to help you, to encourage you to never give up on your child, to find a therapy, to find some treatment that will be good for your child. And most importantly, you parents need treatments that are not effective, that will not do your child harm. Make sure the child's treatment is safe, and make sure it is as intensive as possible, because my behavioral therapy ABA was as intensive as it could be. So let's do this, guys. Let's get it.